I'm going to start building a small end table for my chair up north. I think it's going to be about 24 inches long and 15 inches wide. I'm going to put a spot for the iPad, the spot for charging cell phones and all that on it. So we'll get started on it. I think I'm going to start laying it out and drawing it up and see what it looks like. Okay, so I decided I'm going to make it about 30 inches long, and we'll go from there. Maybe I'll cut it down, maybe I won't. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see if I can make the cut here. Hook up the dust collector so a lot of it gets put away. Put on the earmuff. Okay, now I'm going to take and rip it down to 15 inches on the table saw after I plug it in. Now it'll work. Okay, so now we have the top roughed in. Part one. So now I got all the pieces cut. I'm going to square off the bottoms and the top for the table legs. I'm going to use my crosscut sled. It's very square. If you look at my old videos, you'll see the video on how I made this. So let's make the cuts. So I made this sled specifically for my DeWalt saw. It's a contractor's model, so it's a small saw. I can just get the 15 inches in between there. I gotta check it, make sure it's square now. And as you can see, it is very, very square. So I'll finish making the cuts and we'll move on. Okay, there's the other side. A lot of sanding, smoothing out, and we'll have those done. Okay, that's kind of what the legs are going to look like. I'll have one leg on each side. And then I'll have a support in the middle with a stand where you could put magazines on. And then on the top, I'm going to put a spot for an iPad and my iPhone. So yeah, we'll see how it works out when I'm done. So here we are at the router table. You can also see that router table, one of my older videos showing how I made that. Boy, it's really worked out well with me. The latest thing I did was made this dust collector, and hopefully that'll do good. So let's see if we can make these edges nice and round looking. Okay, so I got those rounded over. I used a 1/4 inch round over bit. So now it's just going to be a whole bunch of sanding, and I still got to cut out the bottoms. Maybe I'll do that next. And then router them. Okay. Okay, so I've got them both cut now. That was a good investment. That jigsaw, it's a 20-volt DeWalt. I know it sounds like a commercial, but it's not. It's just a great saw. And you'll see my review on one of the other videos about it. So I have the bottoms all cut. Now I got to do the round over on the feet, and we'll go from there. So I still have everything set up. We'll go ahead and do the round over. I have to get some ear protection on. Start the dust collector. Okay, so now I have, I don't know, 100 hours of sanding. I won't bore you with that, but when we get back to it, I'll let you know. Have a great day. Okay, today I'm going to try to get my angled shelf put in there, and my support that goes across the bottom, and get it sanded down ready for a first coat of shellac. So let's figure out where I am and what I got to do here. So that's approximately where I want it. It's not exact, but it's close enough to get started. I want to round over these two corners here and probably the two in the back of this one. Then I'll mark it, glue it, nail it, and we'll see how it holds up. So I'll show you when it's done. Okay, I have it all braided and glued in. Got to figure out an easier way of doing that. That was a pain. But I got it in there. It all looks square and straight. We'll let the glue dry and see how she does. Then I got a couple days of sanding. Then we'll start putting some stain on it. And I think I'm just going to go with a clear water-based urethane. I think that'll look good on it. So I'll use a water-based spar urethane. And I'll see how long that takes, but there's a lot of sanding to do, and we'll go on from there. So I don't know if I've said anything, but this is going to be a chairside table for up north at my trailer. We have a small trailer up in Ludington, in a park that I just love being up there. And I've always needed a table next to my chair. That's why I call it the chairside table. It's where I put my iPad and my iPhone, and I keep all my fishing magazines, and so I'll have a magazine rack. I have a spot for my iPhone up here. I have a nice platform for my iPad. Okay, so there's a coat on everything I can get to. Now I'm going to go around and make sure I have no drips on any of it. Drips are a real pain. They show up, and then you gotta sand them out and restain. But that's the way the urethane works. It spreads out to a nice, even coat, so it looks nice when it's done. So this will be the third coat, and then I think I'm trying to get this done today. Michigan plays basketball today at 11:30, so I really want to get a coat on this before they play, and I can let it dry and come out and put another coat on it. Before the day is over. Again, I gotta sand it down with a 320. Trying to make it as smooth as possible, even though this is just for my up north trailer. Every time I build something, I try to improve on something. So I take a little more time and try to get it a little better than the last time I built something. Try to learn just a little bit every time. Because I do make mistakes on a regular basis. So if you're learning, you're doing good. I'm 68, so you know I've learned that I don't know as much as I think I do, and the process keeps getting harder and harder to learn, but I continually try, you know. I'm sure I'll find something the matter here somewhere. But it's starting to look pretty good. When you get in a certain light, you can see where you've actually put it down and where you haven't put it down, where it's thick and where it's thin. So this will be my third coat. For the top sections. I haven't even coated the bottom yet, but I'm gonna wait until I get the top done, then I'll coat the bottom. You can see it's starting to get a nice shine to it. I try to go over it quite a few times to get rid of the drips. You'll see drips in urethane. You gotta be real careful with that because it runs and it flows and it finds its own spot. So I want to make sure I don't have any drips. Like I said, when you get it in a certain light, you can see the dry spots, and I try to hit them to make sure they're staying wet right now. I want it to flow good, but I don't want any runs. So when you look at it, okay, so today we're gonna wrap up the chair side table. I'll give you a view of it. It's pretty much complete. I've got 7 coats of urethane on the top of it. I don't know if you can tell or not. So here's where I'm going to drill the holes to bring up the cords for charging. And here's my nice little shelf for my fishing books. So that's going to be it for building my chairside table. We leave for Florida tomorrow, so I got it done just in time. I hope you enjoyed the process, because it was a lot longer than I thought it would take. It's probably been a full week to build this, so hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, and comment if this is the kind of thing you want to see. Now from here on out, I'll probably be doing more. Of course, I'll be doing our trip to Florida. We're going to stop at the Georgia Aquarium, and we're going to go see a couple Tigers games down in Lakeland, and we're going to be spending a little time in Tampa. Hopefully doing a little fishing on the piers. I got the fishing equipment all ready, so there'll probably be a couple videos of that, and then we're going to head up north, start working on the trailer, getting that all ready for the summer run, and then we'll start doing some more fishing videos, a little more outdoor carpentry. We're going to build an overhang for the steps going into the trailer. And we're going to completely redo the bedroom so I can get a king-size bed in there. So stay tuned. Again, subscribe if you like it. Hope you do. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.